Coming up in January on Roanoke County Today, we look back at some of our favorite segments from 2019. Stay tuned to RCT.
I'm talking today with Roanoke County's Economic Development Director, Jill Loop. Jill, thanks for talking with me today.
Thank you, Amy.
You know, there's a lot of success that's been seen in Roanoke County over, say, the last 5 years. And so talk a little bit today about what economic development looks like in Roanoke County.
So we've been doing a lot of work lately in redeveloping properties, primarily in key commercial corridors, and this includes both public and private sector investments. And over the last 5 years, we've had about $290 million worth of investment in these redevelopment projects, and about 2,100 new jobs created over the last 5 years. So it's been a pretty exciting time in Roanoke County.
Absolutely. Well, there's so much here to offer. Families move here for various reasons, and the business community certainly finds a lot of asset here. And as you mentioned, a lot of the redevelopment projects and repurposing spaces is a big thing. So talk a little bit about those.
So we've had a number of projects that primarily have been public facilities, but let's talk about the town of Vinton in particular. So we've had 4 public properties get redeveloped and repositioned in the marketplace in the last 5 years. We've sold the public library for the town of Vinton. Most of them have been occurring in the town of Vinton, but that's about $30 million worth of new investments in the downtown. So we've redeveloped the former Vinton Library into the McAdoo's Restaurant, and the Roland D. Cook building was redeveloped into market rate apartments, and soon to be announced is the Billy Bird apartment development with 82 new apartments that are coming into the marketplace. So all of that is contributing to a revitalized downtown area and new commercial interest in the town of Vinton.
Right. Lots of successes there, certainly.
Yes.
Great. And talk about some of the current projects that are underway. I know there's some in the 419 Town Center area and the Oak Grove plan too.
So we've had a lot of investment in planning for our future success. Roanoke County continues to participate in infrastructure investments. When you talk about broadband as an example, we have built 25 miles of new fiber access in key commercial corridors, and now we have 80 miles throughout the Roanoke Valley. So that's really positioning the community for the future. That's for residents and for businesses, because people expect that when they want to move here, that they have access to high-speed and affordable broadband. So we're making those investments. We're also investing in Explorer Park. We've put in over $5 million into infrastructure there to create a quality destination for the community where people and visitors who come here hopefully will want to live here and create new business opportunities. And also the key commercial corridor projects that we've been focusing on with our Reimagine plans include the 419 plan, the Hollins area plan, and the Oak Grove plan. Each of those are key to our future success, and we have to create a vision for where we want to go in the community in our economic development efforts. So the Board of Supervisors just adopted the 419 plan, and we'll begin implementation strategies on that in the future. With the Oak Grove plan, we recently announced the Metis Plaza grand opening. That's a new multi-tenant building that was formerly the Allstate building in the 419 corridor, so we're very excited about that new investment. And also with the 419 corridor, we just announced the VFP grand opening in the former Cox Communications building. So a lot of activity in all of our key commercial corridors, and that's been a priority for us.
And talk about what's been going on in the Hollins area.
So we're also doing the Reimagine plan for Hollins, and there's been a lot of investment there as well with the Plantation Road Transportation Enhancement Project. The county has been working on that for many years, and we finally held the grand opening last year of really creating new pedestrian amenities to serve the businesses along that corridor and the residents in the area. This is the highest concentration of employment anywhere in Roanoke County, so our businesses wanted pedestrian accommodations so that they could get to service restaurants and businesses along the Plantation Road corridor. We've also attracted the new True by Hilton Hotel, which was the first Hilton brand to enter the marketplace for the True brand, and that was about a $9 million investment that opened last year. And the reopening and rebranding of Gander Outdoors has been very exciting for us. So we're happy to see all of this commercial activity taking place.
That's wonderful. I know Woodhaven Technology Park has also been a lot of activity going on out there in the Hollins area.
Yeah, so the Woodhaven Technology Park is a multi-jurisdictional investment in the future for industrial property. We've got about 109 acres there, and we jointly own that with Roanoke City, the City of Salem, and are preparing that property for future development. So we're putting in infrastructure, new access road, we're expanding gas lines into the property and water and sewer. So stay tuned for that, but we'll be marketing that over the next year for new investment opportunities, and hopefully there'll be high profile projects at a gateway entrance into the Roanoke area.
Great, yeah, and that's been a good regional project as well, the other jurisdictions.
Right, right. So, and the other thing is with public properties, we have sold so many in the last several years. With the 419 library, we sold that as well, and with the redevelopment projects, we've generated new revenues to the county in over $3 million of new investment and net new revenues to the county. So that's been really exciting for us as well. There's a lot going on. We're planning for the future, and we're making investments.
Great. And the number of jobs coming to the area too with all of these investments is great.
Yes, so again, over the last 5 years, 2,100 new jobs created off of all of these investments, and over $290 million in the county of new investments. So we hope that trend will continue.
Right. A lot of reason for people and businesses to come to Roanoke County. Now, if people are interested in Roanoke County and what there is to offer, and a business is looking to relocate here, talk about where they can find more information.
Sure, so they can go to our website at yesroanoke.com. That's the county's economic development site, or they can call our office at 772-2069.
Okay, great. Well, I'm sure many people will be trying to find out more information about what's going on here in Roanoke County, so thanks for talking with me today.
Thank you, Amy.
Okay.
The Regional Center for Animal Care and Protection's Food Pantry program is an ongoing effort to help keep pets in their homes and out of the shelter. You can help by donating the following items: canned cat and dog food, dry cat and dog food, cat litter and toys to the RCACP Food Pantry. To participate in the program, visit rcacp.org or come by 1510 Baldwin Avenue, Northeast Roanoke to get more information. Your donation can help a dog or cat stay in their home.
Our community,
Our families.
our kids.
Look at the many faces of a foster family.
Fostering can make a huge difference in the life of a child in care and also to their family.
Roanoke County especially needs families who can care for siblings and our older youth.
Local families lead to local solutions.
Join the families who are fostering in Roanoke County and learn more about fostering a child today through your local Department of Social Services.
I'm Greg Craig with Roanoke County's Public Information Office, and today we're with Bill Hunter, the Director of our Communications and Information Technology Department. And Bill's going to tell us a little bit about our upcoming broadband availability study. Bill, what's going on with the broadband availability study?
We are getting ready to kick off a survey of the county to see who is underserved and unserved as far as high-speed internet goes. And the latest definition of high speed is 25 megabits a second download speed and 3 megabits a second upload speed.
Great. And what are we going to do with this data? Will the county, how will we use this data to find out who has fast internet service or high-speed internet service?
Well, I guess you automatically assume that everyone in the county has high-speed internet service, but that's not true. And I think we're going to learn that there's quite a bit of the population that, if not unserved, are definitely underserved in the services that are available to them now. This is really the second part of our 2016 strategic plan of connecting Roanoke County to the world, with the first part being the 25 miles of open access fiber that was installed to increase competition among the providers for the business community. And this part will get us to the household And there's also quite a few home businesses that we're hoping to bring access to.
Right. Well, can you tell us a little bit about the many approaches the county will be using to get news out about the survey?
I think we've got a really good plan. We're going to do some direct mailing to some targeted households that we feel are in that area. We'll have a web version of the survey. We're going to have copies of the survey in our public libraries. And the other piece I think we're doing that'll really get out to folks is we're sending home with the schools, with all the school kids, is for a take-home of the survey that their parents can fill out and mail back in.
Great. Great news. And when do you think people will start receiving some of these mailing pieces or the take-home pieces for schools?
Well, our plan right now is to send the take-home pieces home with the school prior to Christmas break this year. And then we would ideally like to get the mailing out before the end of the year and run the survey through about middle of February of next year.
Now, when you get the survey results back and you can find out who has high-speed internet access, who doesn't, what's our next steps after that?
After that is we're going to form a plan that says how can we bring the most service to the greatest number of people. And another piece of this survey is ask the question, if the internet was available, would you take it? And I think that's an important piece of the survey to let us work with the providers and say there's customers out here available for you.
So after this spring, I think you'd set a date for the survey responses. All this mail will go out and we'll have some all these survey responses come in, and we're looking at a deadline sometime to get all this information together.
There are some grant opportunities that are available to be submitted over the summer and are awarded in September. And the primary one that we're looking at is the Virginia Technology Initiative, or VATI grant. We have high hopes that we could get some public-private partnerships with some local providers that'll bring service to areas that right now are really, from a business sense, not affordable for the provider to go into.
Okay. And also, I think you'll have a website updated with this information so the public can come find out more information about the study in general and the survey in particular.
Yes, sir.
Great.
ROCO Alert is a citizen alert and warning system that Roanoke County will use to notify all Roanoke County households and businesses affected by or in danger of being impacted by a local emergency or disaster. Notifications will include important information about the event and any actions, such as evacuation, that officials are asking people to take. Set up an account to add your VoIP telephone like Vonage or Cox, or a cell phone. Sign up today before disaster strikes and be prepared.
Hi, I'm Amy Whitaker, Public Information Officer for Roanoke County. My guests today are Sherry Henry and Mike Hibben with Roanoke County Public Libraries. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So we're here today to congratulate you on some really exciting news and things happening here at the library. You all have earned a new award,
Yes.
so we want to talk about that today. So tell us about the organization that presented the award.
We received the award from the Urban Libraries Council, which is a membership organization of libraries across the United States and Canada that was really made up of leading libraries and very large libraries. And we became members. We are kind of a small fish in that pond, so to speak, but we became members because they do such important work. They're a think tank. They provide an ongoing forum to interact with library leaders across the country and Canada. And just between whether in person, going to forums and events, or online constantly. So you just have access to a lot of great information.
Right. And also, the name of the award, it's the Innovator Award.
That's right.
Right. And so talk a little bit about what criteria it took to get that type of award.
Every year they put out a call for applications for these awards. There are 10 awards, and in each category, 10 different categories, and in each category they have a top innovator and an honorable mention. They received 296 applications total this year for what amounts to 20 awards, and we were named the top innovator in the workforce and economic development category. which was very exciting for us.
Yes, it really is.
People know where Roanoke is now, which is very fun.
Sure. Oh, absolutely. And we have the award right here to showcase. So that's wonderful. And so Mike, talk about what kind of work goes into making this happen, to being a top innovator across the country?
Well, we've been involved in several very exciting projects over the last year and a half. It started out with our recruitment of Pepper the humanoid robot by SoftBank Robotics in June of 2018. We were the first public library in the nation to have Pepper, and it's really just sort of taken off from there. Since then, we've been involved in, we've made partnerships with the Roanoke Robotics and Makers Club and Note Codes. We're doing Raspberry Jams twice a year to celebrate the little micro computer, the Raspberry Pi. We've started a community partnership with nationally known organization Girls Who Code, which has been hugely successful, and we're so proud of that. Recently, our great team members at the Glenver Public Library became the first, well, we are the first public library in the country, and they have it there. We have a new robot named Misty, and they've been using that with Girls Who Code at Glenver and other programming to allow children and teens to really get the job skills of tomorrow. So we're super excited about that. We have little vector robots in the children's area at all of our libraries. It's been amazing to see what's transpired over a really short amount of time. And we have a new robot that's going to be premiering in a couple of months. I can't tell you about it yet, but we're super excited about that. So more good news coming.
Oh, that's great. Well, I can't wait to come back and hear more about that one. There's so much going on here. And going back to the Urban Libraries Council, tell us a little bit about that forum.
The forum is their annual conference, and this year it was held in Salt Lake City. It was the first year I've been to one. Sherry had told me a little bit about it, but it was just amazing. It's library leaders from all over North America meeting up and really sharing big ideas. This year the theme was about AI and digital literacy, and we had speakers of all stripes talking about these big issues with AI and digital citizenship. And we had times to work together with these other library leaders on big questions that are facing society now in public libraries, and I got a lot out of it. It was a fantastic forum, just big ideas that we could bring back here to Roanoke County.
Well, you all have just done a tremendous job, and not just both of you, but I know
not me.
all of the staff here in the public library system has just done a tremendous job in bringing Roanoke County into the limelight and really offering a lot of opportunities for people, whether it's children or adults, who are learning from all this technology. So that's wonderful. So congratulations to you both.
Thank you so
and
much.
again, look forward to hearing more about what other advances you all have.
Great.
Thank you, Amy.
Thank you.
The Regional Center for Animal Care and Protection has new hours of operation and a new lobby. Thanks to grant funding, the center has a brand new look, making it easier for citizens to view lost pet listings, file a missing pet report, or interact with the staff. Plus, the hours have changed too. The new hours will be Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Adoption hours will be Monday through Saturday from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. The new hours will increase our citizens' ability to redeem their animals earlier and create a better environment for adopters and the animals.
Hi, I'm Amy Whitaker, Public Information Officer with Roanoke County. I'm here visiting today with Tony Cox, who actually works in our library services but has taken on another role for the county right now. So welcome, I'm glad you're here, and we're going to talk about the census today. But first tell me, what is your role and what committee is the county involved in?
Well, I'm the chair of the Complete Count Committee for Roanoke County, and we are, the libraries are very involved, so I'm the Assistant Director of the Library Services here, and so libraries have been hearing all about the census for a while. So when this opportunity came up, I jumped at it.
Great. So talk about just a broad overview of the national census and then how Roanoke County became involved in all of this.
Well, the national census it happens every 10 years. It was mandated in the Constitution. So since 1790, every 10 years, the country has been performing a census.
Right. Right.
And Roanoke County, we are part of our country, so we are participating as fully as we can.
Right. And I know our administration, our elected officials went on to adopt a resolution
Yes.
establishing this committee,
Yes.
correct?
Yes, they've been very supportive.
Great.
Yes.
Well, it's important that we have everybody, all of our citizens involved in it. So how do people in our community use census data?
Lots of people use census data. Business owners use it to decide if they want to open up shop here.
Right.
We decide if we are going to build schools and if we are going to build new roads. So lots of people use this data.
Okay. And population totals also affect funding in our community, correct?
Yes, they do. The census data is used for 10 years. So the statistics that we use are used to for social services, for schools, for health care. So this really hits home with Roanoke County. We use all these services.
Sure, sure, and all across the country too.
Yes, of
It's
course,
very-
across the country, yes.
And so is it true that every person not counted represents a loss of $2,000 in federal funding?
Yes, $2,000 every year. So until the next census. So it's basically $20,000 that we're missing out for every person that's not counted. So we want to make sure everyone who lives here and uses the services in Roanoke County is counted.
Sure, that's really important.
Yes, it's very important.
And tell us about when the census will begin. What should people be looking for?
In March of 2020, the census will send out postcards to every address in the country. And when you receive your census postcard in the mail, inviting you to respond, you can go online and you can call and you can reply by mail.
And this is the first year, I think you shared with me earlier, that it's online.
Yes. It's the first time it'll be online, so we expect a lot of people to come into the library. The library's right here. And any location throughout the Roanoke Valley, if you don't have internet at home, you can come in and fill out the census online.
Okay, and I think you're going to have a census day at the
We
library?
are planning a census day, so we want everyone to get excited about it. The census is important because of the funding, and we want everyone, especially children and seniors, because they're they're the harder to reach population. So we want to make sure, even if you're born on April the 1st, 2020, we want you to be counted.
Okay, but that's important that you mentioned that under the age of 5
Yes.
is a population not often counted.
Under the age of 5, yes. So we want to make sure that those populations, college students, if you're living at Hollins, then you want to be counted too.
Okay, so wherever you're laying your head,
Yes, on April 1st.
on April 1st.
Yes.
That's where you'll be counted.
That is where you'll be counted. We want to count you once, only once, and in the right place.
Okay, good. It's a good motto to have.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
And so, you know, there are a lot of scams out there now. People are worried when strange people are coming to their doors asking
Yes.
them for things. So what can we expect, or what can our community expect to see if a census worker comes to their door?
Well, you can identify them they will have a name tag with their photo and a Department of Commerce watermark on it. If you ask them, they will give you their supervisor's phone number, contact information, and they will have a laptop, and they'll have a bag with the Census Bureau logo on it.
Okay,
Yes.
so that's
And also, you might be called for a survey, to participate in a survey on the phone. Those calls will originate from Tucson, Arizona, and Jeffersonville, Indiana.
Okay, that's great to know, to
Yep.
be able to share with the public.
Yes, a lot of phone
Good.
scams happening, so. Yeah.
There are a lot of phone scams going on. They're not going to ask for money, they're just going to talk about the census.
Yes, yes.
Correct. Okay, so if people want to find out more information about this, where can they go?
2020census.gov. This is the new website that they have. It's very user-friendly, and it's got a lot of videos. Any questions that you have will be answered on this website. You can also follow the U.S. Census Bureau on Facebook and Twitter.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Oh, and one thing I forgot to ask too, if people here in the community would like to work with the Census Bureau, is that an option?
It is, 2020census.gov. That's the website where you go to see where you can apply for jobs. There are positions here, field positions in the Roanoke County area, pays $15 an hour.
Okay.
Yes, and also we do have a link for more information on the Roanoke County website, roanokecountyva.gov.
Correct.
Yes.
Great, great. Well, good. Well, we look forward to talking to you again as we get closer to the census. We're all about trying to educate the community right now.
Yes, yes, and this will help our future, so the census will help us create a better future for Roanoke County.
Very good. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
Okay.
We all share a role in protecting our children and communities. That's why we're asking people to practice safe firearm storage. Just as we tell people to lock their cars, we want owners to lock up their firearms when not in use. Some simple steps are to always clear your firearms before storing them, use firearm safety devices such as trigger and cable locks, and to store ammunition separately in a locked container. Make safety a priority and secure your firearms today.
Participation in the Roanoke County Recycling Drop-Off Trailer Program has been increasing. The following etiquette tips will help our citizens receive the most benefit from the recycling program. Please break down any boxes before placing them in the containers. We currently accept mixed paper, plastics, and cans. Please do not place items with food residue in bins. Fill trailers to capacity. When the recycling trailer is full, please do not place items on the ground outside of the trailer. Visit another recycling trailer location. Please use the trailers properly.
We are having fun today. We're enjoying Pumpkin, who's a 1.5-year-old pit mix, and she is right now at the Regional Center for Animal Care and Protection, and she's taking part in a fun program called Roanoke Adventure Dogs, which is a great time for animals who are there at the shelter to get out and enjoy a field trip. So today, the Roanoke County Today crew is out filming today, and we're here at South County Public Library, and we're going to be taking Pumpkin along with us. So we look forward to having her with us and enjoy some of the sights and sounds as we travel along.
Part of the RCT's Adventure Dog program.
Oh, really?
Oh, you gonna say hi to the camera? Come on, say hi. Pumpkin is part.
Emily's a pit bull.
Are you? You wanna be Pumpkin? About a year and a half, they say she's a pit shark female. Here we go. These are some of my friends, Pumpkin. Casey, take a breath. It's social, it's mentoring for dogs, it's socialization for dogs that are up for adoption. Say hey, this is my friend Amber. Socialization here. You don't smell like enough food. Would you like this blanket?
Oh, isn't that nice?